And that was why Jehoshaphat, what did he say? He said, is there no prophet in this land that we might inquire what God is saying today? Somebody said today. That is what we call the current revelational emphasis, where God is. A lot of people are still running with the instruction of last year, and they feel that if God said this last year, that is what it is. That is what he's still doing. They have left the place of intimacy. So they are using God to run their own program. They are using God to run their life. But they are not paying attention to the will of God, to the purposes of God for their life. The Bible recorded in the scripture where we read that Jehoshaphat recommended that they call for prophets and inquire to know the mind of God. It is a sign that Jehoshaphat had something with God. He doesn't move except God moves. He doesn't speak until he has secured the word. Jehoshaphat was on the side of the Lord. So he demanded, let us inquire and know what God is saying. Now the Bible recorded that after the inquiry was done, 400 prophets gave a prophecy that the Lord is with them on that journey. If those prophets were false prophets before now, Ahab would not recommend them. They have been prophesying good and it has been coming to pass. They have been giving him message and it has been clicking. So if their prophecy have been failing, Ahab will not call them. These are the ones that he's sure they prophesy good, and when they speak it comes to pass. And those were the same ones that were eating from the table of Ahab. So there was a problem with their consecration. You know, there are different kinds of meals. There are meals that when you eat, you are cut off. But there are meals that when you eat, you are sucked in. They have been eating from the table of Ahab. So they don't have the stamina to declare the counsel of God again over that matter. The meal that they have eaten has biased their spiritual integrity. And that was why the lying spirit had access to them. Praise the living God. How is it that Jehoshaphat was able to discern that 400 people were lying? That's the first question you would ask yourself. Jehoshaphat had something with God, though he was not a prophet. But there is something about him that knows the will of God. I preached somewhere and I told them that a man of prayer is superior to a prophet.